Thank you to SoundRaw for sponsoring today's video. Are you a photographer who wants to make an extra $100 plus on every photo shoot that you book? Today, I have a step-by-step tutorial on how you can do that with a quick and easy video upsell that you can create when you're already out doing your photo shoot. Now, today's video, I'm going to just show you step-by-step how I would do this if I was working with a client. So today's client is an automotive influencer. We went out to create 10 photos for their Instagram. Now, this upsell works the best for people who are using their photos to promote their social media or their small business. If you're working with families or something like that, they may still want this, but this is a primary upsell that works best in the social media and marketing space. So keep that in mind. Don't count it out, but that's the best client for this. So step number one is to get out and create the photos as you normally would for your client. Like I said, today's package is 10 photos. Now, step number two is the upsell to this video. Now, there's a three-pronged value ladder you want to use for this upsell. The first is explaining to your client that, hey, by me making these photos for you, you can only really use them on Facebook, Instagram, and your website, which is great. Photos do well on social media still, but by them taking this upsell on video, they can now have an extra piece of content to use on Instagram Reels, and they can use it on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. That is the second piece of value you want to tell them about. Let them know that, hey, by having this video, you can now promote your business on other platforms. Now, the third value proposition I would give to this client involves pricing. They probably have an idea of what my hourly rate is based on our negotiations. For something like this, I would charge $150 for the photos, $150 for the edits. So they know my hourly rate is around $150. So for this video, I would only charge $100, and I would explain to them that, hey, I'm already out doing the photos, I'm already editing, so I can give you this at a rate that's lower than my hourly rate. This will help you out because psychologically, the client feels like they're getting a deal from you and that you're invested in the success of their business and you're not trying to rip them off. Now, the reason I love this three-pronged value approach is because it makes your client feel dumb if they say no. And I know that sounds kind of rude, but that's the goal with every great offer. If your client says no, you want them to be thinking about this for days afterwards, and if they rebook with you, they'll most likely take that upsell on the second attempt. Now, the third thing you have to do to create this video is actually get the video clips. Now, this is where a lot of people overcomplicate this. This is not a motion picture, it's just a TikTok and an Instagram reel. So what you want to do is just use whatever camera you're already using to capture, 7 to 10 video clips. Today I'm using my Leica Q2 for the photos, so I used it to capture video. Even though it's not a dedicated video camera, it will work. And you can probably get away with just using an iPhone for this as well, depending on the client. And remember, sales is very nuanced. There's no perfect way to do it, so the right time to pitch this could be before the shoot when you're negotiating, or it could be when you're actually out on the shoot and you just slip it in and say, hey, I can do this video for you, and you pitch them that three value proposition. And remember, sales conversions are never 100%, so some clients might say no, but for the sake of today's video, let's assume they said yes and move on to step number 4, which takes place in editing. I'm going to show you exactly how I would edit this short form video with the clips that we just shot. So the song we're going to find today is on a platform called SoundRaw. SoundRaw is really cool because it's an AI generated music platform, meaning they use some type of algorithm to essentially give you the ability to customize your music and make it be a perfect fit for the video that you're trying to create. And it's really good for these short form type videos for clients, and it's royalty free, so you don't have to worry about sending it to a client and having it get copyright flagged if they put it on social media or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on create music right here, and SoundRaw gives you the ability to customize the type of music that you're getting. You can choose the length, you can choose the tempo, so you can select slow, normal, fast. I'm going to go ahead and select all of them, and I'm going to select 30 seconds. Now we can pick a mood that we want. I think for this video, a dark mood is going to fit pretty well. Click on this right here. The website is going to create the music and generate it for us. Now we can go through and start looking for the song that works. That's not really the vibe. You can click different sections, get an idea of what sounds good. That's not the vibe. All right, this is a little bit more the vibe. I'm liking this. So this is labeled trap hip hop right here. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and filter this down by genre to hip hop to make this search for the perfect song a little bit easier for us. Now we can play through a few of these. That's not it. And I don't think that's it either. This one sounds all right. So what's really cool about SoundRaw is you can adjust basically any part of the song. So right here, you can change this to a more high energy section. You can adjust this low energy section to a medium energy section. And you can really change and curate the song to fit the needs that you have for your video. So before I started recording this, I actually went through and found a song that I really liked. It's this one right here. So that sounds pretty cool, has the vibe that I want for this video, but we need to go ahead and customize this song to make it fit for what we're creating for this client. Now, the video we're doing for this client is probably only going to be like 7 to 10 seconds long, so I can go ahead and get rid of a big chunk of this song. So I can just click that trash can button. Now we have a song that is about 25 seconds long, and this is going to work a lot better. So let's go ahead and play through this and make some changes, because what I want this song to have is a really big drop in it when the photos come into the video. So I'm going to change this section right here to very high energy, and let's go ahead and play this and see how it sounds. So the drop on this song should be coming up right around here. Let's see. Perfect. Okay, that's exactly what we want. We want that big shift in energy on the song. So I'm going to hit stop on this, and I'm going to open up Pro Mode here, which allows me to customize the song even further. So as you can see, we have the different stem layers to the song. We have our drum, bass, backing, and melody. So if we want, we could get rid of this backing completely to really drop the energy on the song. And by doing that, we click it once and it goes to dark blue. Dark blue is basically the high intensity setting for this particular segment and stem of the song, and when it goes to gray, it's turned off completely. And when we started this edit, it was at the light gray, or light blue, excuse me, and that's kind of like the low medium grade setting for that particular stem or adjustment. So let's set this to gray, play the song through one time, and as you can see, only the drums are in. But if we click the backing in, now we have a different sound. So let's stick to the drums right there, and let's see what it sounds like when this drop comes in. Alright, that's pretty cool. High energy, everything is selected to the highest level. What we can do is we can adjust these transitions right here as well, and it's the same thing. When it's gray, it's turned off. Light blue or light gray means that it's at a medium type setting, and when it's at a dark blue, that means it's a very heavy transition. So I'm going to do 2 heavy transitions right here. I'm going to add that backing back into the song, and let's go ahead and play this one more time. That sounds really good. Okay, so you heard that transition right there. It was kind of like a build up to that drop for the photos to come in on our video. So we'll hit stop. Now, something else you can do on this, which I don't think we need to do today, is we can click on instruments and we can change each instrument if we want to a different sound and really customize the songs. Maybe you don't like that synth plucking, or you don't like the way the bass sounds, you can adjust it that way. Or you can go in and change the key of the song. You can change the volume of each particular channel. So maybe you want the bass to be turned down a little bit, you can do that. And you can even change the beats per minute. So if you really wanted to speed the song up, which I don't want to do, but let's just hear what it sounds like at 100 beats per minute. It's really sped up. Doesn't really fit the vibe of the song that we need today, but it's a cool option to have. So let's go ahead and drop that back to 80, play it. It's the way we intended on it being. So we'll click stop, and we will go ahead and download this song right here. So big thank you to SoundRaw for sponsoring today's video. You can go to the link in the description down below and check out SoundRaw, or go to SoundRaw.io to start taking advantage of AI generated music. And like I said, one of my favorite parts of this service is the fact that it's royalty free. So any song that you use and create with, you can send to a client and you don't have to worry about it being copyright flagged or anything like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and open up Adobe Premiere. I'm going to go to our downloads, grab that song that we just downloaded and drop it into our timeline. But before I edit this song, I'm going to go ahead and just move it off away from the clips so we can make adjustments to the video first. Now the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and grab all the photos that we just exported, click on them, drop them into our timeline right here, and I'm going to go through each one and make sure it's sized properly to fit the video. There we go. And this one is a special case. We're going to go ahead and zoom out on this one right there, and then I'm going to lift it up onto another line of our timeline. I'm going to click option, bring this down, and on this one below it, I'm going to scale it up like that to create essentially a background, because this is the only landscape shot of the set. Now I'm going to go ahead and highlight all these, and I'm going to go to nest, and I'm going to nest this sequence so I can speed it up to the speed that works for our video. So now I'm going to go ahead and right click on this nested sequence, and I'm going to go to speed/duration, and I'm going to change this speed to 1600, which is going to make this clip of all these photos into a 3-second clip. So I click OK, and as you can see, that nested sequence has now shrunk up and the photos just run through quickly. So before we drop this song into this clip, let me show you the video clips that that I shot when I was out. So right here we have the car starting up. The next clip is of the tire. The next clip is of a headlight, tail light, and then the front grille, and then a quick transition of the car moving into the photos. So I'm going to slide this over right here. Now the photos will appear here, and what we'll do next is go to our song and find where the song drops. So let's play this. The drop happens right there. So I'm going to cut this down, bring the drop to the beginning of the photos, as so. I'm going to extend the clip all the way, or the song, excuse me, all the way to the beginning of the clip, and let's play it back and see how it looks. Awesome. All right, that looks great. So now I'm going to go ahead and drag this song to where it ends with the clip, and I added in a sound effect right down here of some camera clicking, basically like the shutter on the camera. I set my in and out points already. If you don't know how to do that, you click I at the beginning of the video, you click O for an out point, and then you drag the out point to where the video ends. And now we can go ahead and export this, and we're done. So there we go. That's a quick and easy video upsell that any photographer can create to upsell their clients $100 plus on every shoot. Now here is the final video that we created using SoundRaw. Absolutely love the way that came out. That was quick and easy, and you can take this information and you can spice it up. You can make those video clips better. You can make the drops in your song better. There's so much you can do with this concept, and if you improve upon this concept, you can charge way more than $100 for this. There's so much value in eye-catching, attention-grabbing video on social media. So if you have any advice for people on other upsells that it can do, one that I have, if you're someone who's not into the tech side of things, is do print package upsells. Drop your advice in the comments. I'm sure the community on this channel would love to hear about it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.